What is that fast movement speed? Did it just cheat his way over to Decapitator? Looks like it's going to be a 4-man team. On team with Decapitator and Morgan popping trinkets on one another. The car is flying at Decapitator. Survived it somehow. They're looking like Rambo over here. Might need to go from regeneration here very, very soon. Morgan is getting shredded little by little. Looks like Decapitator turning up the heat. Actually turning off Blade Storm. And oh my god, it looks like he kind of... I don't know. It doesn't look like it broke anything. It looked a little funky though. Did it DC? Decapitator? He's back! Okay, I had the DC or he AFK'd. One or the other. Maybe he lagged. Something. But he's going to be back in as Worgen. Not really letting him get a chance, man. Not really letting him get a chance. Stormbolt onto the Hunter as Decapitator tried to see if he can close out the game. Not quite enough. 2-1 DH tank. Also, guys, press thumbs up to show some love. Yo, appreciate you, Temjin. Actually, if you were to put like a tank against 2 DPS, that could maybe work. Not saying we're gonna change the rules right there, but I like where your head is at. That's some outside thinking. Can we get a hashtag Temjin chat showing appreciation boys for the wonderful donation? My man, appreciate you. Warriors lagging. Hopefully, he'll be fine for the most of the duel. He did survive Worgen fairly well, and he's still holding into Enraged Regeneration, so he's still got his trump card. So this man gets some heals. He's got something going on. On Team Red, we got us as Rogue as well as Rouse, so we got Hell Hunter back here. Oh! What a specimen right there. Look at the beer belly. Oh my god, beautiful. And we got us as Acid Trips. On Team Blue, we got us as Bounty, Durag, and Instant Infernal. With Decapitator leading the charge. I'm losing my brain cells. Literally losing brain cells here, boys. Just getting dumber by the second. Hopefully it doesn't rub off on any of you. As Worgen got himself cooldowns rolling. That's got to be a twisted appendage. That's got to be... And Decapitator is lagging yet again. Stun trinkets out, and Lindsay's trying to juke him out. Maybe it's some big brain play. Does get a charge and massive heal from the tentacle. Worgen trying to see if he might be able to get enough damage in there. Actually getting caught in the corner of that pillar for a second. Decapitator trying to stay on him. It looks like this man is lagging a little. He is trying to play the game, but it looks like there's a bit of like, it's almost like behind Worgen in terms of his, like way he's trying to go, what he's trying to do type of deal. You know what I mean? But I believe, man. I believe Worgen does catch himself a quick reset with Decapitator super low in health, still holding on to Enrage Regen. That's going to be the big Enrage Regen after that charge into a stun. Worgen does choose a trinket. Decapitator turning around and hitting the pet, but the pull down the pet may be a little bit too late. Unless Worgen did not try to pull the pet, maybe it was Master's Call. It was Master's Call that he was trying to do. But it looks like he's trying to kite around the warrior just by a hair. Going to be a disarm. As you can see, Decapitator just kind of standing still, turning around onto Worgen. He's a little bit delayed. There's definitely a little delay for him. It seems like what is happening on the screen. He's trying to make it play as best as possible. Worgen is trying to kite him around. He's just throwing in so many dots and grenades onto Decapitator. He's trying to make the most amount of play and the most amount of work here. But it's just not quite there, boys. You know what I mean? He's doing as best as he can, but it's just always not quite there. Trying to make the biggest plays possible. This is going to chuck nades into Decap. Again, I'm just messing up his name super hard. Decapitator. 4-minute mark. No dampening yet. In just about a minute, Decapitator put back on ice. A minute left before he has his Enraged Regeneration. Worgen so far has had probably one of the... It's like essentially like a rogue playstyle of just vanish and resets. And it's just between those freezing traps and stuns. Like as soon as you give him the trinket, he is in control and he can peel away anytime he wants to Stormbolt onto Worgen. Does Decapitator have the big damage? Trying to go for big rampages. Disarm onto Worgen. Needs to get a slow on the guy immediately if at all possible. And it's going to be able to get out of the slow streak, getting out of the freezing trap as Worgen try to go for a manding bandage. Might be the answer. This Hunter. Is that going to be the answer? His run big bike back into Decapitator. He didn't even feel that one. Oh my goodness. Worgen ran for his life. And ran for quite far. Now it's going to be Hell Hunter yet. Another survival hunter. I'm pretty sure Decapitator is just over this at this point, dude. He's lagging. He got these hunters kiting him around. He's angry. He's here to do a job and take out all these hunters out of this arena ASAP. Nice bow from one to the other. Hell Hunter hitting him with the blood of the enemy out of the freezing trap. What is this? Blood of the enemy is what he's playing. Yeah, pretty bad lag happening to our warrior boy. Hellhunter is taking a little bit of pressure and a little bit of damage. Could be a trinket out of the Stormbolt. Choosing to wait. Did get himself the haymaker rolling up. Did choose to go for the survival of the fittest into a cyclotronic. Now into a turtle shell. So that's a lot of defenses actually out for this hunter right now. Does have a steel trap. Decapitator is going to walk into it, but as long as he gets a Blade Storm or a Bloodthirst, he'll be in a good spot. Try to see if he can get a slow into Hell Hunter. Is going to be a freezing trap that cannot be broken through damage. So Hell Hunter essentially can't even damage into that freezing trap. So essentially it's like a stun. That's going to be big damage on Decap. He doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care that you got pets and traps and everything. He'll turn you to dead meat, boys. What is this man? He's the tankiest warrior I've seen. Unless it's just like the survival hunters don't do damage. Not these guys, but it's like survival hunter in general as a class. Big vendetta onto this warrior, trying to see if we might be able to take him down, trying to assassinate him. Going to be a trinket. Evasion down for this rogue. And Decapitator actually might be able to catch up on a lot of health while Vendetta was up on the boy. That was actually... Was that Vendetta actually maybe? Wait, maybe it wasn't. It looked like he had Vendetta. Unless he just survived through full Vendetta. But looks like he's going to Zerk Rage out of it. Has Enrage Regen if he needs to. Safeguard Trinket proccing. Is going to get that Enrage Regen rocking. That's going to eat bike to the face and keep trucking. Trying to Bloodthirst as much as he can. Getting the stun into Acid Rips with a big old Rampage to follow. Trying to land the Mexicans. Actually got an Mexican proc off of Acid Trips. And just trying to see if he can catch up to this rogue. No slows from that Vanish. That's going to be a little bit tough. Go Warrior, go. Dude, this Warrior is really making plays. Looks like the dots on the Warrior are going to keep him out of saps for at least a hair longer. Might have to pick up the eyes because Acid Trips is getting himself sippy cups back to back. This Warrior might just have to get proactive here. Does he see the rogue? Does he realize where the rogue is at? At least the rogue is nowhere near him. He's looking around the pillar. Could the rogue be there? Doesn't look like it. Around this pillar. Does he see the rogue? Winds him around. That's going to be a charge off of that Stormbolt. Does get himself a bit of a heal. Is going to be using that cloak for any of the corruptions. Big Destrigath onto this warrior. But this warrior is big, muscular, green, actually yellowish, more lime-colored, pea-colored body. Will not be broken by mere daggers, mere poisons, mere shivs. It is crafted by gods with glory baked into his skin. Oh my goodness. The Captain Steel getting a Stormbolt into a charge. Gets a small heal off to Death. There goes a Vendetta. And the Executes are going to be rolling in, and he gets that kill. Landing that one quite easily. And yet another scum rogue enters his arena. The Captain's like, yo, can I get a Warlock Hellstone? Something, dude. Yo, Chief, can I get some food? Anything, man. These guys are just not making it easy for me. I gotta take a break, dude. I gotta get my lunch in. He was about to eat his Big Mac, and Rogue came in and slapped us out of his hand, dude. Try to take the shirt off and get real. Decapitator is gonna throw down the Stormbolt into the Rogue, forcing out a chicken. Big Blood of the Enemy for Rogue into a bike. Blood of the Enemy bike. Oh no! The scum rogue got away with a hit and run. Can you believe it, boys? It looks like Durag is going to be up next. Did force a trinket out of the rogue, and that's going to be Decapitator's his one big move to secure a victory for his team, at least against this rogue. No more trinket, no problem. Durag just needs to get a cloak out of there. No Vantage going to be coming in. Blood of the Enemy into a bike. Are you kidding me? That was rough. That was actually, absolutely, positively rough. Did he Vendetta him too? Did it literally just Blood of the Enemy and bike him? Because that's what it looked like. Tankiest warrior. He really did take it up for quite a while, dude. He lived. He lived until he couldn't live no more. I think he got stunned, maybe, if anything. Wait, is Rogue actually just gonna stun stealth? Oh, don't be that guy. Don't do this. No. I should be waiting for Blood of the Enemy on a bike. He can do it again. Durag, you might just have to go pick up the eye. I know the rogue wants you to do that. That's exactly what the rogue wants you to do. Oh, oh, did he poke out of stealth? Why'd you poke out of stealth? You just got tagged. What? Into Meteor? He actually can't go into Meteor or into the mage. He's trying to refresh. He was trying to get kicked on refresh. He was trying to make food and get kicked on refresh. He was trying to juke out the rogue. No way, Durag. Big brain. Big brain. Me orc. Me mage. Big brain. That's going to be a Twisted Appendage onto Durag, not Trinket and out. Looks like it was a Kidney Shot into a Cheap Shot, or Cheap Shot into Kidney Shot as like overlap. And that's going to be... Oh, Cloak of Shadow's not even available for Rogue. Actually, Ring of Frost to follow. Doesn't connect. No, he actually Shadow steps out of it. Rogue got himself blood of the enemy available, but doesn't have a trinket to throw into the mage. Oh, he's out of options. Where's my trinket? This blood of the enemy trinket would think usually works. Not today, Buster Brown. And Razzer's going to be the last one left on Team Red. That is a cool mount, honestly. Not going to lie. That is great looking. A big old tiger, dude. The big old brew. It's got a lot of character. That's going to be Mage popping into Invis, seeing where Razzer's at. He's going to try to see if he can land a poly. This is going to be in cap. Razzer was just in a zip code, man. You just want to stop by, say hello. Breath off of the Lexi. It's going to be Razzer breaking out of the breath, and Durag does get to land the polymorph either way. Full poly, no stops. Is that a Ring of Frost too? Nope. Gonna be a big old meteor with a fireball. Gonna be a port for Razzer. Still lots of damage taken. That's quite a big, hefty fire damage taken. That was full combustion too. And it is on the run, man. Is the man or the woman on the run right now? Trying to see if we can get the hell out into an intro buy. Durag with a breath to follow. Ring of Frost right after. Razzer is actually going to try to see if he can walk out of there. Still holding on to a Karma, walling this damage for a little bit. Durag trying to decide whether he wants to push in or not. Actually, just going to go for food. Let the monk push at him instead. That's going to be yet another poly. Trinket available if he needs to. Maybe Ring of Frost for this one. Greater Pyroblast coming in a second. Just a second Greater Pyroblast just like that. Does let it off though. He does let it out. That's going to be... Oh, he does not... He didn't press diffuse magic fast enough, so he didn't diffuse the magic of that hit. That's going to be direct, super low in health into Alexium. Has cauterize if he needs to. No Ice Buck available. Karma to follow. Does drop down Meteor into Rouser. Got himself a shield. That Karma is going to break the shield pretty sure. Ooh, cauterize does get himself a bit of mobility. Does he get to survive this though? Trying to burn through Rouser. Does he die here? Burned out like a beautiful bright light with Bounty. Gonna be up next. Shadow Blades. Up and running. Cheap shot onto Rouser. Into immediate trinket out of it into an incap. He got out of that stun, but that's going to be DRs. Does get a disarm on the Bounty. He's just staying on top of Rouser as best as he can. Into advantage though. Rouser, if you just use the human Rachel, I think you're mostly done if Bounty has any cooldowns. No more Shadow Blades at least. So he did avoid Shadow Blades and avoid immediate threat at the time. Bike is going to port. I think the bike doesn't still connect. He actually dodged the bike. He didn't take any damage from the bike. He ported the bike and I guess the bike just exploded. I wonder if you can vanish the bike then. Touch of Death onto Bounty. He has evasion, has the trinket if he needs to. Rouser just trying to do as much damage into Bounty while evasion's up and running. Trying to see if he can round around this Fist of Fear. Bounty's still taking quite a lot of damage there. Wall to follow. Dancer gets right after. Getting the shot onto Rouser. Bounty still could be down. Oh, and he's actually down for the count. It comes down to Ince Infernal as the last one. Not even going to move himself into this arena. He got a chauffeur taking him into the glory here, man. Into his rank 1 seat. Into his victory seat. And Razer's is going to have to get cooldowns here, man. ASAP whenever possible. Deal with Ince Infernal. That's going to be quite rough, man. Destro Warlock versus Monk. One of the strongest classes. I'm actually surprised Rouser took out Bounty like he did. I was actually not expecting that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Ince Infernal trying to see if he can push up into Rouser. Does he have the Succubus pet? He does. Could go for Succubus C if he wanted to. Trying to see if he can get a cast off. Rouser looking like he's gonna engage. Trinket coming up for Ince Infernal. I don't think he actually got stunned or anything into a Karma immediately. Rouser already putting out the big guns. I guess he wants to rotate Karma just to make sure he's safe. Into a wall at a later time, maybe into diffuse magic after. That's going to be an Infernal coming down with a big old Chaos Bolt hitting him into Leg Sweep. Oh my goodness. I don't know what Ince Infernal trinketed, but that was rough. And Rouser actually bringing it back after Decapitator went for such a good game. I got 400 MS. I'm lagging like Decap. Oh my god. I'm sorry about it, Arch. Or Ahmed. I'm sorry about it, my man.